Being relevant to me is about making a difference in the world. And whether that means in the office, on the road, or in our daily life, being relevant means that we won't be forgotten, that we make a difference, and that the world's a better place for it.
What does it mean to be relevant? It means doing something that matters.
It is being able to really impact somebody's life, and that could be in your community, your church, or some cause that you really feel passionate about, and really being able to make a difference in somebody's life.
I think we're all given gifts. We're all blessed with certain things, and I think it's our obligation to use those gifts to help others. If I could create something, a vehicle that can be leveraged, think of the impact we can have. From a career standpoint, if you framed everything you did in that Be Relevant box, that all of the things that you aspire to be will manifest themselves. Purely by the simple fact that you're acting as though you should, and you're acting based on your values and what you're. It's kind of like the golden rule, right? We said we need to be relevant in everything we do. With employees, with our customers, with our suppliers and vendors and partners. And so that's really where Be Relevant came from.
And the Journey of Hope is all about bringing over children that are of school age, which typically when the children reach 5 years and above, really have a difficult time of finding a family. And so this gives the opportunity to bring those children over that are currently living in orphanages and by themselves and in institutions for many years, over to spend 3 weeks with a family. And it's a great opportunity for the family to get to meet these children, as well as the children to get to meet the families. As a result of really getting involved with the Journey of Hope program last year and just trying to create awareness, we actually hosted a little boy, Artyom, in our home last year for 3 weeks. And as a part of the tremendous gift that Darren gives us to be able to have a week of philanthropic time, I used part of that time to be able to stay home and spend time with this little boy. He was 8 years old and just an incredible, intelligent, beautiful, healthy young boy, and we had a great time with our family.
The goal of the mission trip was to go to the school and simply to serve the students and the staff there. And we did that through teaching, doing programs, arts, crafts, singing, and playing sports with them. One day we're up on top of a 4-story building on the roof, and I was taking pictures of the kids, and it was, this is in one of the poorest areas of Delhi, and just saw all these kind of dilapidated buildings around me, and being up there and taking the pictures of these beautiful shining faces of these kids was just amazing, and I couldn't help but feel that I was meant to be there for this point in time, and it's a memory I'll live with me forever.
Christina and I were part of an organization called Neighborhood Community Outreach. This is an organization that gets involved in efforts around Minneapolis, helping senior citizens, youth. Really, the organization helps the community wherever they see the need. We did a couple of houses down in North Minneapolis, and the first house we were in the backyard raking, and we had been there for about an hour when a little van pulls up. And a little old lady gets out of there, a teamster was dropping her off, and with her groceries, so it was nice to see the person that we were helping, and it was even more fun to be able to do it with a teammate, so there was probably some dancing, and at one point Christina said, "Oh, this raking is just like dancing," and so she busted out and danced then for a tune at least. So in true RAZR style, we made a good time out of it, so it was super fun.
The social capital model is built around events, and these events are things that we call parties with a purpose. And what we've done is we partner with local clubs, local bars, local restaurants, and we find these hotspots and venues around town where we can hold events. Our last event was at the Urban Eatery, which is in Uptown, and what we did was we partnered with 3 charities that were Avenues for Homeless Youth, we partnered with Hope for the City, and we also partnered with Jeremiah Program. All 3 of these organizations fight poverty here at the local level, and some of them even around the world. So our theme was this poverty fighting mix. We invited people to come. We had attendance of over 350 people, and we also raised over $5,000 for these organizations.
The organization I support is the Big Lake School District. I've helped out in both my children's classrooms. They're in 1st and 2nd grade this year. What I've done is everything from stapling to copying to helping kids read.
My organization is Risen Christ Elementary School in South Minneapolis. It is an inner city school, and I'm there to help the kids work on their writing and reading. It's a pretty remarkable place. It's a Catholic grade elementary school, but 98% of the kids are on some tuition assistance, 94% receive some either a free lunch or some assistance for lunch. But they have 94% attendance. So you can just tell education is so important to these families because their kids show up every day.
SPCF over the past 14 years has gifted over $1.3 million to organizations that have directly benefited kids with extreme health disorders, which is absolutely phenomenal. And the impact that it has made on these kids and families, you can see it in their faces every year when we go to the events. And it's far-reaching, and the way that it's influenced me in my life has been immense. These kids and their families are incredibly inspiring and amazing. My life has been forever changed because of it, and I cannot think of a better way to be relevant.
This is the 2nd year that Nick and I are involved with Movember. Movember is an organization that helps raise awareness and funds for cancers affecting men, specifically prostate cancer and others.
So starting on November 1st, after you register on Movember.com, all men start clean shaven. And then for the entire month, they grow, trim, wax, and refine our beautiful mustaches, all in efforts to raise money. That money goes to marketing and raising awareness for, as Dan said, men's cancer research.
We're trying to change the nature of oncology care. We're trying to get hospitals and clinics to adopt sibling support or total family healing programs to ensure that these shadow survivors are given the support and the recognition that they need and deserve. I've come to learn more about the organization. I've been on the board for a year now, a little over a year. And, you know, one of the sort of marquee events that we've had that we're currently rebranding, but is Quiet Heroes, and that's recognizing the moms as the foundational element to a family for all of the things that they do to keep their family together when they're going through this battle and this journey with cancer. And so I, along with other board members, have a vision that we can take this thing to 20, 30, 40 cities across the nation. But it started with just one, and we had to do it. And so RAZR Marketing and the wonderful team here took on that challenge, and we put over 700 hours into bringing Quiet Heroes to Minneapolis with the idea that we want to leverage this and take it nationally. And I'm excited to see where it's going. I'm excited to see the momentum that we have, and I think the future's bright. Super Sibs is an amazing organization that serves a group of kids that sometimes get forgotten about. I would like to thank my amazing teammates at RAZR Marketing for their commitment and their compassion and their energy around embracing our philanthropic policy, because, again, it only means something if people embrace it. We could put a week of philanthropic time out there for everybody, but if nobody used it, it wouldn't matter. So it's really all about the amazing folks at RAZR Marketing and their embracing Be Relevant and taking the time to really take advantage of what the organization has provided and to have an impact beyond themselves. So thanks.